我在北京。
老天保佑金山银山前路远，老天教唆别管江湖路苦。
No! Are you kidding me? No way, that's China. Hi guys. India is known for minding its own business. Hardworking people just trying to be their best. But looking at the evil propaganda against India, they finally woke up and decided that something needs to be done about this. Because it was getting too much. They decided to do what anyone with a healthy, rational mind would do. Show the propagandists their reality. Presenting to you the Chinese caste system. Did you know about this? Yes, it exists. It has more than 4 divisions. But to sum it up, the Shi comprised of scholars, gentry officials, and the overall ruling elite. The Shang included merchants and traders, profit-driven and less essential. The Gong were mostly artisans and craftsmen, and the Nong were peasants, farmers, people who produced food and did menial work. And guess what? It's still practiced in China. But India... Shut up! We're talking about China. Apparently, upper castes consider themselves Japanese, while lower castes call themselves Koreans. What should I conclude from this? They just don't want to claim that they're Chinese. I don't see this as a lack of nationalism in the great superpower China. We will enter the deep waters now. Don't eat anything while watching this. You can do all that later. This video has to be the most important thing in your life. Did you know that your poop can be a great medicine in China? It is called Ren Zhong Bai. Does that mean you could potentially become a billionaire if you have a great quality of poop? China on social media versus China in real life. Are you surprised, guys? I'm not. I've been telling you guys that such places exist everywhere. Oh, but China is a superpower. That doesn't change the fact that this is China. What a lovely little cozy house. Apparently in China, low-caste Shang people can't afford houses, and they are often outcasted from the society. Behold, the great Chinese civic sense. This is what an average banquet in China looks like. What a low-trust society looks like. You don't trust the other person.
A live streamer got hot while selling peaches on her farm, and so she went to turn on the AC. Wait a minute, AC in the field? What Chinese technology is this? She realized how she exposed her fake set and, well, started laughing. Chinese brand cars are of superior quality. Walls crack in half. Concrete foundation blocks are hollow on the inside.
Yeah, no wonder Chinese products are so cheap. If you buy something Chinese, 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be cheap and the quality is just gonna be horrible. That's just my experience with it. This gentleman talking about the reality of China is called David Zhang. Please check him out. A Chinese female streamer apparently lost 140,000 followers because her camera broke. My opinion, she looks a million times better this way. And have you ever seen a normal human looking like this? Do they really glow like a neon light? Have you seen humans like this? It's pretty obvious. And the live filter technology will just keep improving. Good luck to my bros in long distance relationships.
What did I tell you? China fixed everything. 72. This is my African client.
This is my client from Africa. He named the chocolate. He ordered 20 units MG4 from me. This is your contract.
This is my Africa customer, David. He has ordered 10 containers faster hair mask for us.
I learned that this is a video game character called KDA Ivern. China fixed quantity.
爆多。谁开心果耶？你看，看侧面。
An internet-famous cake shop, Pao Pao in Shanghai, got exposed for using moldy strawberries. A consumer posted a video on social media in China claiming that when they purchased a strawberry cake from Pao Pao, and they found that the strawberries they used was obviously showing signs of mold and rot. Chinese tofu dregs. Usually these things are supposed to help to stop cars from crashing off the road. Well, not with that quality.
Yes, are you also blown away by the beauty of this super clean, marvelous, breathtaking Chinese beach? The China that the Great Firewall of China couldn't hide. Have you guys ever been to an average Chinese street market? If not, I would highly suggest you to visit one. If you want to experience these Chinese delicacies, like grasshoppers, baby bees, sour ants, what? They don't just apply filters on faces? Chinese technology for you guys. See, this is like a commonly known fact that everything is monitored and regulated there. So whatever you do, it has to pass through the CCP lens.
我去，跟个垃圾场一样。
Yes, the superpower China is 30 years ahead of the world. So far ahead that they have started collecting trash from the future. Chinese technology. I know you wish you were a goat in China. Goats are treated as passengers, and dogs are treated as food. Yes, China is truly incredible. This is exactly what makes the food authentic. It is done to add flavor to the dough. You won't get it. Yes, you might have heard of chef's kiss. This is chef's seal. It's a mark of purity. It adds special CCP flavors to your food. Why do you need salt and flavors? Nature has already blessed you with everything.
这就是农村的生活，简单而又快乐。
This is a nice little average Chinese locality. Does it look like the China they show in those videos?
This person is collecting gutter oil, which is waste oil extracted from food scraps. In China, some unscrupulous businesses secretly collect gutter oil in the middle of the night. With just one night of filtering and other processing, they can turn something that emits a terrible odor into a clear liquid. This processed gutter oil often ends up back on our dining tables. Gutter oil contains many toxic substances, and consuming food made with it can damage the human digestive system. Long-term consumption may even lead to cancer.
Why do you guys have to always question China's intentions? If China is doing it, it must mean it's something out of the box, it's something futuristic. China lives in the future. Why don't you get it?
Ah, a beautiful waterfall in China. This is supposed to be the #1 waterfall in all of Asia for its 1,000 feet drop and the beautiful sceneries around it. Well, a man just climbed to the top to the source of the waterfall to only discover it's a pipe.
Oh, is there anything real in China? All that glitters is not China.
Yep, China really does fake everything, including waterfalls. Now, authorities claim that this is because during drought season, they still want to supplement the water volume, and that's why they use a pipe. And people have discovered with videos showing that the actual pipe runs along the mountain up to supply the water. Yeah, I totally believe you. It's not because you just want to fake the waterfall, right? Chinese skyscrapers, you see a lot of these in those propaganda videos. Ah, it looks so beautiful on the outside. What exactly are they for? Because it turns out, as according to this one influencer who filmed one of these buildings in the core of downtown Shenzhen called Zhao Xinghui office building, floors 21 to 60 are almost entirely vacant, and some of them are still in like a rough, unfurnished condition. And what's the point of spending money on this? Well, literally, it's just to make it look nice on the outside.
I don't know why people are so surprised by these videos. It's like, oh, China is exposed. No, I always knew this. And this is nothing compared to how disgusting it can actually get. You have no idea about the things that are actually going on in China. The CCP won't let you know.
China fakes everything 61, fake propaganda of helping street vendors. In reality, these so-called municipal officers are actually the most brutal when it comes to treating the street vendors. Fake propaganda pretending it's raining that they're training outside. And fake clip-on leaves in China. Be careful what you eat in China because you never know what they're really doing back there. Wipe your shoes with table rags, clean chicken on the floor, and maggots everywhere.
An elderly farmer broke down in tears after returning to her field and finding hundreds of villagers taking her rare medicinal herbs. Years of hard work vanished in hours as she sat helplessly and cried. The crowd stopped only after the police arrived. Is this just an unusual incident that happens there, or a prime example of a low-trust society? In such a state, a Chinese man left the hotel. What was he doing there? Was he trying to build his own poop startup there? He is believed to be an online gaming addict and left behind a 3-foot deep mountain of toilet paper. Are you sure it was being used only as toilet paper? I believe in water. Water supremacy. This looks like some food festival in China. You can clearly see the sense of community, the taste of community there.
He has appointed himself ruler of China till he is alive. You can't do a thing about Taiwan, and you're trying to lecture India on Arunachal Pradesh.
Taiwan dates back to even
you can't do anything on
Taiwan.
Taiwan. You can't do anything on Taiwan. Hear it, you can't do anything on Taiwan. You'll keep talking about Taiwan.
But
You can't do anything on
I
Taiwan.
can talk about Taiwan.
Yeah, you can't do anything on Taiwan. You've already compromised on Taiwan.
Wait, this is hilarious. What the heck?
Sir, what history are you talking about? We would like to know.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, 1 minute. Prema, let's question him on history.
Yeah, what history? Because I have my family, my grandparents, we have all been Indian. When you say in Arunachal is part of China.
If Arunachal is part of China, then the whole world is part of India. You know, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam.
Arunachal is part of China. I would like to know, do I have any voting rights in China? Do I have access to your public funds? Can I get pension in China? Can I get land? Would you give me land? Would you give me property in China? Do I have any of these? Do I vote for the Democratic of China?
Oh my
Do I
gosh.
speak Chinese? Do I even eat Chinese food at my home? Do I cook Indian food or do I cook Chinese food? Or speak to me in Chinese, sir. Speak to me in Chinese and let me answer you in Chinese and let's see if I am Indian or Chinese. Because if history tells you that I should be Chinese, as the immigration officers have told me that you should apply for a Chinese passport because India doesn't own Arunachal Pradesh. I would
Dude,
like
she's so
the
good
state
at
that
this.
you claim to be yours. What does Arunachal mean, sir?
Dude, I honestly feel so bad for her, man. She was stuck in the Shanghai Pudong airport for 18 hours. Or Pema Wanjum Tongdak is an Indian citizen living in the UK. So she's an Indian national because the passport of her birthplace is Arunachal Pradesh, which is an area like in between India and China. The Chinese customs officers questioned her repeatedly, claiming that it's actually part of China. So, but the issue is, like, here's the hypocritical part of this all, right? So, like I mentioned earlier, Taiwanese people have Taiwanese passports. China claims Taiwan is part of China, but yet Taiwan is allowed to have their own passports. Why? Well, it's because Taiwan's not part of China.
Just because you have killed democracy and forcefully made China a homogeneous society where most people sound similar, look similar, doesn't mean you'll start claiming parts of India. Indians look different, Indians sound different, India's a democracy. And this is for all the brown sepoys who compare India with China. It's stupid to compare India with China. India should never ever be a communist dictatorship like China. Civilizationally speaking, India is not China, India will never be China, India should not be China. India should deal with its own issues, but it doesn't have to be China. So that's how you fight propaganda, guys. With reality.